Yo, we're here with Jason. We just won with the best deck.
Yo, playing AncientGaruru. It's pretty good in this meta. Surprisingly good against Royal Knights as well. But you got to check a bit for it. Yeah, I think it's got pretty good matchup spread. Yeah, and I think it's a real contender, surprisingly.
Hell yeah. Show us what you got.
First up, eggs. You run the 4 Koro. This egg's really good. Draw, right? I run 1 Yoko as my 5th. You have a couple options for this, but I think the Yoko, because you can add back your AncientGaruru, so you kind of have like a 5th one, or just to, if it is in security, or you have to get rid of it through some other way, it's kind of the best. It also adds like Muchomon back, and if I remember correctly, Zudo if you play the Zudo, but I forget about that. Not certain on that. So it's like it kind of gets you a little bit more pieces. So I think it's the best 5th egg. If you could run 5 Koro, you'd run 5
Yeah,
Koro.
we'd run 5 Koro.
4 Ukos, right? I'm playing red base. 4 Ukos. I'm playing aggressive. I want to draw cards. I want to see all my things, right? Not really much to say. 5th Uko of the good one that's restricted. You want to hatch. You want to see your stuff. You want to see your cards. You want to get resources for free.
Turn 1 Uko, good.
Yeah, there's not really much to say about it. I run 3 Muchomon. He's just really good for the extra draw. There's other things you can run. I think you can go down to 2 on him, but like I really value the draw, and I'm playing a lot of rookies because there's a lot of floodgates I want to run, and I kind of want to see my draw. And with the Ukos and Louis and stuff, you kind of just go through a lot of eggs. 2 Shaman Mons. This is more for like Levia and other dark animal based decks. Just Shaman Mon on board really slows them down, and just against boosts, I think you go to 1, but like I like seeing it at 2. But you got to attack a lot of floodgates, so it's like this is specifically more for like Levia and that type of deck. 2 Solomons for Royal Knights. This makes Royal Knights hate their life. Just really good. Yeah, and Adventure. Like Shaman's good against Adventure too. Yeah. You pair that with the 2 Gotsu, and like this is like your ideal with Royal Knights pair. Like if you get them both, Royal Knights basically can't play the game. Like if you get Shaman and Solar, they like literally, and you pass them at 1, they like cannot play. Like they play 1 card, and most of them they cannot even play. And if you get Gotsu for getting the games, they can't get their mechas out. It's pretty much it.
Too strong.
Floodgate's busted, right? The main combo of the deck, play the 4 Kendos, they help you draw, they get you your piece, they're your combo, right? Not too much to say about it. Combo that the Lobos, this is your combo. There's not really much to say. He warps, they get you extra draw, you're there for crossing, they're your combos. Yeah. 2 of these Lobo, these are great if you only have 1 memory and you don't want to pass turn into an extra attack. They're great for just helping you find your pieces. They're great because you can go to Lobo, find the last piece you need, go to Kendo for 1, then attack, go into Lobo, warp, and you're just like, you're gaming?
Hell yeah.
Yeah. I run 1 Beowulf. You can go from Kendo into him, triggering like the Koji to gain jamming, add the Kendo back. Like you went into it for 3, effectively. Like, you get it back, you stun them. You can warp into. Well, yeah, you go on top of him and tuck them and you get it back. Like sometimes, like with his main effect. He's just a really good utility card. He's pretty much needed if you're versing Magna X. He's great if you have like a blocker and you want your last tech to get through so they can't block, so they can't suspend. He's just a really solid card. I used to find him harder to use, but he's a lot easier to use right now in the meta, just because a lot more blockers are going around, a lot more big boys, and he's going to lock people down, help you get more pieces. It's just a bit more useful. Also run this 1 Beowulf. What people will often want to do is they will put their main stack and I'll play like a level 3, sometimes a 4. So like you want to go into Kendo, then you go into Bayo, then you attack, add the Kendo back to hand, gain your jamming and your memory, get rid of whatever their level 3 is, survive the jamming check, and then just straight hard Evo into Ancient like on top to bounce their main stack. Pretty much he's here just to get around them playing little guys.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And with Ancient, you can add these guys back, like onto each. So it's like you only need 1 because you get them back if you really need them. Same for Jet Sylphie, just really good. The recovery, your ideal option if you just have like Kendo and you're like, I'm gonna go into something, I wanna do a jamming check, go into Jet Sylphie, you get the recover, leaves you open to going into AncientGaruru on top. The recover is really good. You can cycle it back with AncientGaruru.
Yeah, you can cycle it back. Let's go.
It's just really good. And then obviously the card the deck is about AncientGaruru.
Oh, look at the whole
I love these. I love the new box they put out. He's so fucking good. I love the texturing on it. It's just a really busted card, right? And there's some busted combos I'll talk about that are just like really insane for stealing games right now. Pretty much, you do your combo, you pay 4, leave them at 1. You do a bit different stuff if they have a memory status. You leave them and play some other stuff, but we'll get into that.
Stone vs. Galactic.
Yeah, Galactic collapse you. I play 2. Yeah, Galactic removes your Tamers too quickly. I played 2 Medieval. I was playing 1 Medieval, 1 Defect, but just Defect didn't resolve. It was more for adventure, but it just doesn't resolve like ever. I just go to play it, and it's like it's going to be 5 cost or 8 cost, and it's like by the time they're wide enough for you to really get the value, you've lost the game already.
Yeah,
so it's like I'd rather just play Medieval and stop that before they get to that point than the Defect. This is just like a flex slot. This isn't core. You can easily run more like Heaven's Judgment or something, or Crimson Blaze. I think you really want at least 1, but I'm going 2 because this is one of the best removal cards in the game right now. But there's plenty of things that can replace it.
Oh, yeah.
4 of the BT17 Koji. I think this is the best Koji. Memory set is very important, and the jamming is really, really good. A lot of people prefer the other Koji, but I think this is the best Koji. The memory set is really, really important to me. Yeah. 3 of this Koji, the blocker evade one. He's incredibly important in some matchups, but not so great in other matchups. You don't use the warp, it's just the cheaper memory back, and it can't be blocked, right? That's really all he's for. I might go back up to 4. I used to play him at 4, but I'm playing 2 of the Takuyan Kojis now when I used to play 1, because I kinda, like, I want to see this Koji instead, but when you're playing out for free and for like the play extender, this is the best play extender that you have in the deck.
Right.
Like, you kind of want to see 1, but you never want to see the second. You never want to hard play it, so it's kind of a little awkward. It's like, I think like 4 and 1 works, but then when you don't see it, sometimes you really want them extensions. So I'm kind of at the 3. I'm at the 2 and 3 right now, but yeah, it's a bit flexible there. I'm at 3 analogs now. The map used to be a little bit better when the meta was all about stripping and there's a lot more Imperial and stuff, but analog's a little bit better now. No more Digimon Emperor because no one's pushing out level 3, so like you have a bit more space. Analog's just really good for your draw. Digimon Emperor used to help with that, but analog searching, you get your stuff back, you can get your Tamers, like it's just really good. I think you can go to 4, but like I don't think you really want to see it that much. You only really want to see 1, maybe 2. So I think 3 just is the sweet spot.
That's fair.
1 Louis, really good card. Pushes out, huge, like, win, just absolutely massive card. Really cracked. There's a reason it's at 1.
Oh, yeah.
He's insane. 2 Ancient Guardian Deity. I'd love to play this at 3, but space is... There's a lot of tech you want to put in, so it's like a little hard to fit everything in. With that too, you can't just play it all the time, just to get pieces back and play things. You have to be a bit more careful. At 3, you really can just, I slam it, I get my piece back, I play some stuff, and it's great. At 2, you got to be a bit careful with it. 1 Heaven's Judgment. Not as good as it used to be. Still like the best removal you can run, especially because you play so many colors. Like you can go into Kendo and then play this, and you've got 3 hits. If you have like an Uko on board, or you have like a red level 3 on board, you can really just get like a crazy amounts of hits.
Well.
Yeah, so many. This can go insane, but it's getting a little hard to use and a bit more expensive. So it's really just at 1 now. I don't think you go at 2. Especially with Medieval being an option for removal.
Yeah.
1 Crimson Blaze. The play-by effect is sometimes very relevant. Just dealing with wide boards. Like, I'd rather often play this than DevX, so yeah, ends up being better. So to talk about some of the combos, is the main combo of the deck obviously is you go on one of your Tamers, you get the Koji, you go on top for 2, you attack, you draw a card, which then gives you back a memory, gains jamming. Then you go into the Lobo for free with the other when attacking, which then lets you warp into the AncientGaruru mod. This is for 4. So this memory set has left you at 3. This puts them at 1. So you're like, okay, cool, I've done my combo, bounce the guy, bounce the security. Well, what happens if they have a memory setter? You don't want to leave them at 1. That's kind of like less than ideal. You want to, so you need to do something else, right? This is kind of where analog is really useful because you end of turn kill yourself with the Lobo, so you tap your analog, you get to play your stuff back, and then you keep turns. Then you can go do something else, whether it's playing a Tamer, whether it's playing a Rookie, playing a Floodgate is ideal. Then yeah, and if you have 2 analogs, you get 2 back, right? Other stuff you can do is to also keep turn. Is where you can play the Louis out as well. Right? So if you have a Rookie in the back, you go, cool, I pop myself, play Louis, push out my random level 3 Floodgate, tap him, gain the memory, then do another swing for game. Which can, and you can add the Louis back from trash to play him. So like if he's already in your trash, so you build him with analog, you go, oh, I add him back, right? Yeah.
Any Tamer?
Any Tamer, yeah. You add him back, then you play him, and then you're like, cool, I gained my memory, and I did it. Sometimes you need to do it just to keep turn.
Yeah.
One thing you can do, which used to be, in my opinion, the best way to do it, but analog being a bit better now makes it alright, a little not as crazy, and some tech you can run is like the Boko, because if you're at 3, you go, I play Boko, I go to 0, then I hybrid, I gain back my memory, I attack, I do my thing, and that leaves them at 3. But with how many floodgates you want to run now, it's a little hard to like justify the Boko search. So I'm kind of, I'm not running him right now, but it's alright because you can actually fit in the analogs. Well, analogs were quite bad for a while. Usually you want to just use, this is the Koji you want to add back, this is the Koji you want to play down. Obviously in some matchups you want to play the blocker bypass Koji so you can get past their blocker, but like it's hard to beat the memory setup. And all the end of turn, like the end of turn attack one is great as well. But that's like really it. The deck is probably the other main thing that a lot of people don't do is you can use your egg when you push out if you have a Tamer. A lot of people go, oh, if I leave nothing on the board, they can't bounce my security. They just get to take it. They just do the check and that's it. But if you have this egg and you do your combo, you do your attack, you gain it back, you warp, and then you go into your AncientGaruru and it's like, oh, I check the first security, which then triggers the egg to draw a card, which then triggers AncientGaruru to bounce the next security. So then you still bounce it, and it's like if you have the analog set up and kill yourself, and then you pop, go back to 0, you can then attack with whatever the Rookie was.
Yeah.
Or if it's like an Ukomon or something, sometimes you don't want to even attack with it. Sometimes you want to keep it on board because they have nothing on board, and you're like, okay, now you're forced to delete the Ukomon and deal with it while I have another one set up in the back. But it's like having like the egg on board just to make sure you can guarantee the bounce. I think the security bounce, even if they play nothing on board, is kind of an important part of like the deck and being able to route to really make sure you get all the damage you should be. Obviously, also you can play Ancient Guardian Deity to add back a piece you need of AncientGaruru, and then play the AncientGaruru and cross, which ends up being in total for 4, 2 for this, and then 2 for the AncientGaruru because it's reduced by 4 and then reduced by 6, which is 10. Just to bounce something if they have it. The only problem is your Solomon also stops this, and that's a bit of anti-synergy with the deck, and also Gotsumon stops this because you're playing by effect via this. So this is something to be careful about when you play it, and it's one of the reasons the floodgates aren't always an ideal thing to play out. But if you play a bit carefully and you know your matchups, like if you're bouncing an ace and then you play him, bounce their ace, keep turn, and then play like a solo and then stop them, it's kind of insane. Very important against Royal Knights where like they might play like the Jess GX or something to get rid of like your Solomon, and then you go, okay, you killed my Solomon, I play this, bounce your Jess GX, keep turn, then play another Solomon. I then play another Gotsu, I play something else, and it just, yeah. As far as matchups go today, I versed round 1 was, I forget. Round 3 was Royal Knights, round 2 was Medusa, and round 1 was Shine.
Oh, Shine Great.
Yeah. So Shine, Medusa, and Royal Knights today.
Big wins.
I won, 2-0 every time, actually.
Just don't pair me on Galacti.
Yeah, as long as I verse the Galacti and get absolutely rolled, because I can't Evo on my own level 3s.
Yeah.
I just sit there looking at my hand going, I guess I'm rookie rushing.
Alright, congrats man, I'll catch you at the next one.